That's where we come from. Digital consultants is passionate about and takes it really their own initiative to make sure that your marketing initiatives are successful and that we're here to serve you in any way we can. Okay. So on that note, we're going to talk about how to increase your website traffic. It is for businesses and schools and nonprofit, but we will probably use a lot of Christian schools examples because we're closely working with them right now. Okay. Let's talk about how to increase your website traffic. And one of the four key things that I want to cover, and there's obviously a lot more than the four key things, but the four key things that I want to cover is talking about search engine. What is search engine optimization? And I'm sure you hear a lot about that. SEO. What does SEO mean? So we're going to talk about what search engine optimization means. We're going to talk about website growth. We're going to talk about creating compelling content. What does content have to do with website trafficking? And we're going to talk about that as well. The other thing we're going to talk about is also email marketing. How does email marketing also play a role in website traffic? Okay, so let's get into that. Search engine optimization is where I'm going to spend quite a bit of time today to talk to you guys about. So search engine optimization is a little bit technical, but I will bring in the more down to earth as in what can you do without the technical side aspect of it to help your search engine. Now, before I go into there, you can see that beautiful map that I got from a search engine journal. They put this together and said, and they did this research for us already. Which digital marketing channel has the highest ROI for your website? So I want to talk to you guys about that as well. So which one does have the most channels on your that gives you a lot of information is your SEO. And that's why I want to give a bulk of our time to SEO so that you could kind of spend some time figuring out, okay, where do I want to spend my time and where am I getting the most return on my investment in? Okay. So SEO has key components. So to drive more traffic to your website, you need to optimize it for your search engines like Google's. Google is one of your search engine. Bing is another one. There's a couple of other ones that you can Duck Goose. That's another one that's more on the security side, one that's good as well. It says, so one of the things that we talk about search engine, it says, start by conducting keywords research, identifying the most relevant keywords for your organization. Using keyword in your website content, titles and descriptions and meta tags helps search engine understand what your website is about. So what does that mean? So website, you see beautiful picture, but on the back end is the HTML code. And the HTML code has a frame on the top, and it has some keywords that the internet, which is your Google, is actually a machine that goes in and searches things and looks for key ideas on what am I looking for and what do I need to deliver back. Because remember, Google gets paid based on how good their search engine is. So there's lots of people are spending time optimizing the Google search engine, and Google's also spending a lot of time and money and putting lots of resources into making sure that their search engine is working well. And that's why they're constantly updating and changing based on user experience on how to optimize search engine. So one of the key things for search engine optimization is your keyword. I would say go look at your audience and say, what are the keywords that they're looking at? What are the things that they're searching about? Are they searching about, hey, you know what, how do I help my child do their homework? What is the is my kid getting the best education out there? Or from a business perspective, what is your target audience problems? And that you can kind of use that to your current keyword. Then I would look at identifying relevant keywords. There's actually a lot of tools out there that you could use. Reach out to me separately if you want. I can even give you some tools that we use as well that helps you identify relevant keywords based on your target audience. So let's just say you spit out there and say, hey, you know what, motivational speaker or financial advisor, Christian educator. You put those things in, it would spit out a couple of keywords that will be related to your industry and what people are looking for. And then you will determine the keyword ranking. Again, there's tools for this as well, but you can also look at from your own search, even if you could just put it into Google and say, what is the ranking on it? Well, how much, if I put a Christian education or Christian school, what are the top things that are coming in? Or if I say advisors, financial advisors, or, you know what, the plumbing, need plumbing help for home. What are the things coming up? Then you can put that up there as well, okay? And then incorporate your keywords into your content. So just don't just put keywords just as a hashtag in your social media and all of that. You can put it into your articles, you can put it into your newsletter, you can put it into your into the body of your website. Everywhere you have, you should use that as a center of your content creation. Okay. Now I'm going to go into the types of SEO. One of the key types of SEO is on-page SEO. So as you can see here with the data that we got from WordPress, WordStream, thanks to WordStream, is they did some research and they found out that 72% of the people research on Google first. So if I'm looking for something, the first thing that people do is what they go is say google.com and then put in what are they searching for. This is why a lot of the people, businesses and organizations, non-for-profit, spend a lot of time optimizing their page so that they can get tapped into the market share of the 92%. Okay. So on-page SEO refers to the process of optimizing individual pages in order to improve their search engine ranking and drive more organic traffic to a website. What does that mean? How do you get more organic traffic to your website? One of the things is on-page SEO. So we actually have a dedicated service where we, for our clients, we on a weekly basis, we go and look at the activities that we need to do for SEO, and then we go and do on-site activities. There's about 15, 20 of them. I'm going to just talk about a few of the high ones that you should focus on. Is that high quality, relevant, unique content. We actually scan through the websites of our clients on a weekly basis and say, okay, is from our keyword to the target audience, is the quality of the contents delivering what they need? Is this solving their problems? And is it clear? Is it concise? And is it able to search online? And I'm going to go through the map of what the journey looks like from SEO as well. That might give you a clear picture why content plays a big role. Okay. Title tag should be short, concise description of a page. So title tag, again, back to what I was saying earlier, you have a website, it's website HTML on the back end. You will have on the top frame a title. And you can actually put the title so that the Google machine can search your website and actually identify the title and say, hey, you know what, somebody's looking for how to help my child with homework. If they see that on the title, Google will surf the net and then find your title and pull it to the top. Okay. The other one is meta description. Is a brief summary of your web page. So all of your web pages should have a meta description. So in your back end, when you are updating your website, and we'll go through websites on another webinar, but your website should not be static. You should have easy way to update your website on a regular basis. So whenever you're creating a landing page, open house, or any kind of campaigns that you're running, you should update your meta tag description easily so that Google can help, and it's a refreshed information so Google can search and bring it to the top. The fourth one I want to talk about is images. Images should be optimized with descriptions, with file names, alt tags, and captions. So if you see this on your image, you can actually put the name of your image on your file and then upload it to your website editor. And when you do that, make that description of that image relevant. Don't just put file number 1 or, or internal names like, mock 50 soup. Nobody understands that. But if you can say open house for ABC Christian School, money saving tips, things like that, Google's actually searching and will identify those file names as well. Okay. And then add the alt tags and the captions as well. Those are definitely very helpful. Right now, the modern day website editors all have that very easily. So you should be able to add that in as well. So that's on-page SEO activities that you can do. There's a lot more on-page activities that you can do. I just don't have the time to go through all of the details right now, but this is one of the ways to rank high on Google, is to go through your on-page SEO. The next one I want to talk about is off-page SEO. So what can you do outside of your website to rank high on Google? And this is another activities that's part of the SEO service that, people can provide, or you do on yourself, is that understand how does the linkage of your website to other websites work. And that's very important as well. So offsite page SEO focuses on building the website's authority and credibility through external signals. Some key offsite factors is the link building in the process of getting other websites to link back to your website. So for instance, you have another association that connected to you. They write an article, and then they link your website to it. That's called link building. The other one you need to focus on is social media platforms can be a powerful tool for driving to your website and build your online reputation. So in your social media, we had done quite a bit of webinars on social media, so you can go back to some of our conversations or webinar links on our YouTube. Is that social media should have a link to your website. Now you could put it on the comment. I know one of the things that we said, don't put links on your social media post because it ranks you low. But one of the things you can do is put the information in, and then you can put it under the comment section. Hey, go to this page to register, or go to this page to look for more details. And that's one way of doing off-page SEO as well. The third one that we do big here as well is blog writing. Blog is another amazing way to get your ranking up on search on your traffic as well. Blogs in your website, and then blogs outside of your websites as well. So blogs helps improve search engine ranking by incorporating relevant keywords and providing fresh, high quality content that search engine values. So Google's always searching for valuable content. They're looking for many ways to match the audience are looking for their information and the people who have the information together. So if you are always putting fresh ideas, fresh content, relevant contents to your target audience, Google will match you, because if they have only few ones that are old or outdated, they will choose yours over the others because you are doing it in more refreshed and more modern and current data. And those are the things that Google values as well. So you want to make sure that you incorporate those things as well. Okay. So now I'm going to go through the map and kind of like the journey of what SEO looks like. Awesome. Okay. So here's a picture that I'm a visual learner. I don't know if you guys are visual learner. I like to see things. So it helps me understand exactly why do I need to do SEO, and why is SEO really good, and how does the ranking work. So this is what the journey looks like. You create a content, and then Google identifies that content. So let's just say, I'm going to just use one example. How to become best at helping your child do your homework. 5 tips on helping your child homework in this digital world. Okay. And somebody Googles that. Google identifies that, oh, somebody's searching this, and then matches to your contents to what the person's looking for. Then the user searches, and then he finds your page on the top, and then he clicks on it. Once you click on it, your page actually gets a greater rating. So you are acknowledged as, oh, you know what, this is good content. This person actually searched. That's one point you get. Second point you get is somebody looks at it and actually takes action. They can, put a feedback, or they can put on a form, or they can email you. Any interaction you have on that blog helps with Google to say, gives Google more information, saying, hey, you know what, this must be good information because this person is actually acting in there and is finding great relevant information. All right. So that actually now boosts your ranking up higher and increases for your content to say, hey, you know what, this person's content is great. And then, you know what, because so many people are coming in and they're not just bouncing away from it, they're actually staying in there and taking action on it. And then what happens next time anybody says, I am looking for tips on how to get your child to do their homework in this digital world, now already Google has that history of somebody clicking on it, somebody taking action on it. Automatically you got boosted up, and then the second person who Googles that same search, you will be on the top, because now you'll be easily found because of that blog, because of that web page, whatever that content is that you're delivering. Then as you build that trust, and this is where SEO takes time. As you build this trust and that relationship with Google, you actually, your website domain, and this is where I always encourage clients to say sometimes they want to create different websites for different things. Just be mindful that in that case, then it takes much longer for you to build the authority and increase your ranking. But if you have one single website and is bringing value for you guys, then it's easier to be able to create that authority. Remember, your journey is starting here, right? So as your journey is starting here, and then now you're right here, and then you create another website domain, you don't get to land here yet. It's because you're still building that authority, right? So it's very important that when you're building the authority, that you keep that same domain. Okay, for matter of time, I'm going to go a little bit faster because I know we don't have a lot of time here, but I hope that helped understand what the journey of the website looks like. Now I want to talk about quickly, and we have actually a dedicated webinars on this, so you can definitely refer to that in the future, or you can just reach out to me and say, hey Jen, I don't understand this, can you give me a little bit more insight on this? I would love to sit down with you and show you, or at least guide you through some of the other resources that we have. Okay, but I am going to go through it quickly because I do think this is very crucial in getting your website traffic well done. Think of your website as the net. When you're going fishing, you throw the net, and I'm talking about old-fashioned way, nobody uses net now, but in the olden ways, when we were reading the Bibles, we always hear that you throw the net, right? And Peter threw the net and he caught so much fish. But if the net was broken, you're not going to catch much fish. And that's what your website is. You want to get a good solid net that when the fishes come through, you can actually catch them. And maybe some people might not like that example, but I'm just trying to give you an example of what website does. Website draws your leads, draws your target audience, people who want to get your service because they have a problem and they need help and they're coming to you. But if your website doesn't convey that message easily, they're going to be bounced back to the next tab on their screen. So here are 5 quick steps, what to do to make your website work well. Write story brand content. We are, I don't know, many of you guys know Story Brand or Don Miller. He's actually a well-known story brand writer, and he has a couple of books as well that I could share with you later on as well. But you can talk to us if you need more information on Story Brand. We write all of our website that we create through a Story Brand content script. So write that on a story brand, because again, a quick shot on that is that, remember, Hollywood got it right. Hollywood can get somebody to sit for 2 hours to watch a movie, but most of us cannot have even somebody watching our website for even 2 minutes. And why is that? Is because we don't have the right content, and we don't have it laid out in the right way. So again, just a quick push on story brand. Write your website in a story brand from the audience perspective, not on your perspective. Design your website from a user experience. What does the person who comes in wants to see? Put that on the first. What is the problem that they're trying to solve, and how do you have the solution? Make sure it's laid out in an easy user experience, where it's not messy, that you have too many things going at the same time. Because let's just say you invest on SEO, you get all these traffics in, but then your website is not solving the problem, is not laid out easily for people to engage, then they're going to go out soon, right? So then you're wasting that money as well, and that resource and that time. Build call to action throughout your website. I have this conversation on a regular basis with my clients. We need to tell them that, you know what, it's easy to do business with us. It's easy to engage with us. It's easy to connect with us. So make sure you have a clear call to action throughout your website. Create a lead generator. If you don't know what that is, connect with me again. I'll tell you what a lead generator is. Let's just say they went through your website and they still like it, but they're on the defend to make their appointment, or they may defend to make the call to action. You know what? You should give them something of a valuable to them for an exchange of emails, so you can start having a conversation with them and build relationship with them. Review your analytics. This is the last 2 weeks I've been doing about 4 webinars right now. And, I asked, how many of you know what your analytics on your website? And in a house of about 100 people, only about 1 or 2 people kind of put their hands up, which is really unfortunate. It's very crucial that you know what your website traffic is, because or as well, how do you benchmark? How do you know how you're improving? If you're getting 100 people into your website, how do you move it to 200 people? How do you move it to 150 people? You don't know how you're improving unless you know what your benchmark and what you're working with. So I hope this helped, and I know I'm going through this fast, but that's only reason is because we have covered in another webinar. But please go through this and make sure you have incorporated this into your website building. Another key things to incorporate in your website is personalized messages. Nowadays, this has proven to increase 20% of your website visits. Tell the people, let's just say they come in after hours. If they come after 5 o'clock and say, oh, you know what, I want to book a tour with your school. I want to have an appointment with you. Pop up a message saying, hey, you know what, this is our after hours. Please leave your name, your email address, and a quick note on what you're trying to look for. And somebody, and then when they press submit, you can pop up and the website editor will automatically say, website will say, thank you for contacting us, and our friendly staff will come back to you the next business day. So they, at least they know somebody has got my inquiry and somebody's going to come back to me, because if you leave it on the ownership with them, they will not come back. So make sure that this is going back to the user experience on your website as well, right? And localized message. So if somebody's around your area based on your zip code, what is you want to say personalized message based on that, then you want to do that. Let's say you live in the Colorado area, you could say, hey, you know what, looks like we have a school near your Colorado area. You might want to drop in for a walkthrough. Here's a quick form you can fill out, and you can actually pop up these messages based on the websites are so much more smarter nowadays, so you can actually put personalized message based on that as well. Okay. Next one I'm going to talk about, my computer's coming together, give me a second, is we want to talk about, you need to know your analytics, right? So if you don't know your analytics, you won't know how to, again, I'm not going to pound on that too much. You won't know where your audience are coming from and who is your audience. So it's very crucial that you talk about your analytics. So here's a website that we helped with them. They were getting about 1,500, 1,200 people, 15 to 1,200 people. And then when we optimized it and we started putting campaigns and plan together, they actually started getting 5,000 people. And we're like, wow, look at the change. And it's also rewarding for us as well when we're looking at these things, say, hey, you know what, where did we start and where are we coming from? So always know your analytics, know if it's coming, if they're coming, and make sure your website is responsive based on desktop. Well, no, people don't have desktop anymore, maybe laptop and tablets and your mobile. Make sure the real estate on the website is showing based on that kind. Here's a client that we helped as well. He had, this was his old website. He is a mortgage broker, and we thought, you know what, he has no message here. Then we redesigned his message with, you don't have the full website here. You can't see, actually I have a video next, you can probably see quickly, but you have a call to action. You deserve more. What does that mean? And we were able to increase his website by 200% and get him leads on a weekly basis. Here's a quick video on what his website looks like, right? You see the call to action on the far right, and you see call to action here. You right away, people are looking for what's listing that are available, right? Are you buying or selling? These are the reasons why they come to a real estate agent. And then here's the lead gen I was talking about that you can put in, right? These are crucial in order to make sure that you have these right key components so that it's easy and clean for people to take action on your website. Because without that, people don't know what they're doing, right? Here's another website that we helped redesign, is that, you know, he's a mortgage advisor. Sorry, before that one was a real estate advisor, not a mortgage advisor. Here's a mortgage advisor. And he also had a website that looked like a blog. So we had to take that message back out and make the website where, from a user experience coming in, is simple, is easy to engage. That's the tagline I was talking to you about, helping you get the right mortgage at the right time. Your message can be price-centered education to grow your child to the next level, right? Something that personalizes to the person who's coming in and looking at your website, so that they can actually identify with the problem and how you are going to help them solve, and they can see their child, or they can see themselves in the solution, the new solution that you have for them, and how you can make their life better. And that's very crucial. Blogs. So we talked about a little bit of a blogs earlier as well. Blogs are very crucial to increase your website traffic, right? So I would say if you don't have any blogs right now, start off with creating one a month. Don't overwhelm yourself, or set up once every 2 months, right? Whatever you can manage, just stay consistent to that. But creating blogs definitely helps with the website traffic. It attracts the visitors and increases the website traffic, creates blogs that focuses on relevant topics that your target audience is interested in. So if you're talking about non-for-profit, for helping charity organizations for let's just say trafficking, then you don't want to talk about Christian education, or you don't want to talk about how to do finance, because you want to stay relevant to your target audience. Just don't make your topics so broad that people cannot see themselves, say, hey, you know what, how does that help me? Use clear, concise language, break up your content into small, easy to read sections, and use visuals like images and videos to make your blog more engaging. People's attention span is so low that people come in and out of websites like anything really fast, right? So you want to make the website flow, the blogs flow in easily with visuals, easy to engaging points perspective, okay? SEO can help to improve your blog visibility to search engine results, drive more traffic. So what we mean by that, all of that meta tag and that alt tags and I was talking about, it also applies not just to your website, it also applies to your, the SEO part applies to your blogs as well. So you can actually put keywords into your blogs that when people search, it will help Google find you easier as well. Okay. The last thing that I do want to quickly go through with you guys, and I hope the blogs was easy to understand. And if you have any questions, guys, just feel free to put it in the comment section. The last thing I want to quickly go through as well is that we have more tips, and as you can see, because of the time constraint, I can't say everything, but we put additional tips that it can help you as well. 10 tips on increasing website more. If you just scan this QR code, you will be able to download a PDF on few other tips that we have put together, so that can help you as well action as well. And then I hope that helps you guys as well. One of the things that I know is not in the slide, and I told you guys I'm going to talk about, is email marketing. Email marketing is crucial as well, and a lot of the non-for-profit organizations do not use email marketing clean or well. So we do want to have a dedicated webinar on that. But quickly on email marketing is that you want to put if you have value to deliver to your target audience, you should be speaking to them on a weekly basis. Only time it becomes a bother and an annoying thing to get emails from you, if you're just only thing you're trying to do is sell to them. But if you're trying to give them value, trying to build a relationship with them, and genuinely let them know that, you know what, I want to see your life better because I'm serving in your area, then they will love to get emails from you. So I would always say that the last comment, that the fourth one that you should incorporate for website increase is email campaigns. Okay. And we have so much other more tips and resources that are available on our websites. And if you still need help, we will love to help you guys. If you